It's been a year since I started dropshipping. I went from making nothing to making 6 figures every month. But it wasn't easy, and I have more failures than I have successes. And in this video, I'm going to be 100% transparent and tell you everything about my journey and everything I basically faced during this process. So let's just talk about it. Hey guys, I'm Ramtin, and 10 months ago, I had only $100 in my bank account. Today is 7 figures. Here's my first video ever posted on this channel, but I tell you guys that I'm going to start my dropshipping journey and I'm going to make 6 figures, which I basically did after 2 months, and then that I will film everything so you guys can see what it takes in order to be successful in e-commerce. I'm just going to play a little bit of that first video I ever posted in this channel so you guys can see it.
Hi guys, my name is Ramtin, and I just today thought that I make a YouTube channel to upload my journey as I started to doing dropshipping. And I saw, like, it was about 2 months ago that I saw a video about dropshipping, and I know this was like my calling, you know. It was like something like woke inside me. I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I'm doing. Like in the first couple of months, I started to doing some research, like watching some of these gurus talk about like dropshipping, and I found the best of them. And I do like a lot of research. So I did my research for 1.5 months, like taking notes, guys. I'm gonna show you my notes. Like, this is the notes I've been taking. And it's just like little bit. This thousands of pages, like literally, you can see. Yeah, so I made my first dropshipping page. It's in the baby niche or something like that. Yeah, it's one product store. Yeah, and this video I'm gonna post it today, and till the day I made it, like make, I don't know, 6 figures in revenue, maybe something like that. I'm gonna film myself every day and tell you guys what I did, what I've been through, the problems like they came during the journey. Guys, sorry for my English, like my English is kind of fucked up, and it's just a video. I'm just showing you guys. I'm just making it like to, yeah, show you the journey, how I evolved. Like, I'm gonna speak better English like next time or a day after that. So yeah.
As a beginner, when I started, I never saw any e-commerce YouTuber like that posts about dropshipping. I never saw their journey. I just saw videos of them making tons of money, and I really couldn't understand where they come from and how did they do it, and like basically what was the process. So with that being said, I wanted to be the first one to do this. I want to be transparent as possible and show everything from day one, which I have literally done. You can see my video where I started my first store. You can see the video where I make 1K in revenue, and also you can see the video where I make 10K in revenue. All of this in the same store. Basically, I posted every day and give you guys an update. I documented everything, and I say, okay, today I did this, today I did that. Unlike other dropshipping gurus that come out of nowhere and post from the first time in the YouTube channel, say how I made like $300,000 in 1 month. Now guys, with that being said, now it's time to share everything. But before I start the video, I just wanted to let you know that I'm doing a free giveaway, which is 30-minute consultation call every week. If you want to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment down below what you think about the video, and just that's it guys. Basically you are in. So without further ado, let's start. This video is going to be a little bit different. Instead of me giving you tips or advice on how to create and market your dropshipping store, I'm going to tell you about my experience over the last year doing dropshipping. And instead of starting with the money, the ups and the good times, I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm going to start with the stress and the mindset that you need in order to success in this business. First, I always say that anyone can make money in dropshipping if they put their work into it and just basically do a little bit of hard work, but it's a lot of work and it's a lot of stressful at the start. I'm not going to tell you like when you're at some level that you desire to be, that's going to be like that much of a stress. It's going to be because as you progress and you go up, like better successes, more successes you have, more problems and bigger problems you're going to have. Trust me guys. There are two ways to do dropshipping, and basically first of it is you invest some of your savings and some of your time into it. The word some is really important. Opening a dropshipping store takes a lot of work to do. 4 even 6 hours a day isn't sometimes enough. And in the beginning, you're running everything: the website, the ordering, the deliveries, the customer care, the product quality, the money, the business, and basically everything is on you. It's crazy. You spend so much time researching, emailing, phoning, creating videos and content. If you don't have that time, then you're not going to be produce a market in a high quality and in a high earning way. And next, this is so risky, so I never flat out tell people to do this, but when you still have a full-time job or money saved, then you don't feel desperate. And basically guys, you need to feel desperation to feel motivated, and in order to succeed. At least that was like my experience and what worked for me. But without it, you have the safety net, and you'll be fine. So you sleep like 8 hours a day like a baby, and it's like basically do the work if you feel like it. But I know Arnold have a good saying, which is like, he said, I never have a plan B, which means when you have a plan B, it means that you already think about plan A to be failed. So you always make a safety net. But when you don't have a safety net, you know that there is no way going back, so you're going to like put all the effort in order to make plan A work, because there's no other plan. For example, in my situation I was in college, like, and I had basically 2-3 months to be over with that year. I had a couple of tests to do, those tests were easily, like, for me, I could do them, like easily get a, I don't know, D or C or something like that if I put my mind into it, even B. But I didn't do it, and I closed all of those doors. I just came home and told my dad that I'm not going to go to college anymore. I'm going to start my own business. He started laughing at me, guys, and basically he said, okay, you do your thing, because like I saw in his eyes that he believed that I'm going to fail, I'm going to go back to school. But with me saying goodbye to the school, it was like, when I want to go back, I have to start that full year again with the people that are much younger than me. So, and no way in hell I'm going to do that, guys. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this business. And I basically didn't have any money, and my dad didn't give me any money either. So I took a student loan, and he still don't know about it. If he know, he will kill me. But I told him that I saved some money and loaned a little bit of money from my friends, and that's how basically I started with dropshipping, and here I am today thanks to it. And the only thing it was that I believed in myself. Second one is you invest all your time and money. This is what I did. I had to succeed because I had nothing without it. It helped me to build a successful store, but it was really stressful. The stress doesn't stop when you start making a lot of money, guys. It's going to be always with you. But the more money you make, the more you put into ads, and the more people start working for you, and you have to pay them. And this is basically going to be an extra responsibility for you, and things start to get like a little bit more serious. So while I enjoy and I'm proud of what I've done, I do want to say that it hasn't been easy. If you want to get into dropshipping, make sure that you have a resilient mindset, because you're going to need it. Okay, so let's just go into the fun part. And now, guys, I'm going to show you all my stuff that I have done throughout the year. My first store that I scaled to $200,000. I'm just going to show you the results, the ads manager, and basically everything. Here's my first store that I scaled to $250,000 in only 44 days, guys. So you can see here, nothing is fake. I'm going to refresh the screen for you, so in order for you just to believe that this is a real store. This was my first store that I ever scaled, and if you check this date with this date, that basically 9 April in 2021, and in my YouTube video when I documented everything, like all of my journey, as you can see in the screen, that this is the same store that I was talking about there, and basically I scaled it to more than $250,000, guys. And these are the stats. So you can see, I'm going to refresh the screen one more time for you. Yes, so I sold this product basically in European market, because US market is very saturated, and as they say, riches are in the niches, guys. And this is basically what I did. Instead of finding a winning product, I found a hungry crowd. So no matter what I sell, they're going to buy because they desperately need it, and there isn't basically any competition. That's why I always recommend you to enter a European market, since there's no competition and you have a higher chance of success, and finding your first winner is much higher than the like other top 5 countries, guys. And I'm going to basically show you from the day one. So if we go to January 2021, I'm just going to show you from 1st of January to, we say, today. You can see here store wasn't active before that, and you can see what date basically it got. It was somewhere around here. that store got activated, and then we did over same amount that I told you about. So you can see here we have a little bit strike in here, so we did around 2 million, 2.5 with this store totally, guys. And these are the conversion rate that I did, and this is the average order value. And I'm going to refresh the screen one more time. And now, guys, I'm going to show you the ads manager for this store. I'm going to talk about the profit margin, and keep in mind that this was my first ever store that I scaled. So guys, here we are in the ads manager for this store. So you can see here, this is from the same date 9/3 to 22, and you can see here I spent around $93,000 to get back around 224, and basically this data is not very accurate, guys. Some of the purchases are missing, so that's why. And you can see here my basically the ROAS is 2.4, and this is like I would say like this is pretty good for a beginner. And this was like my first ever store that I scaled, guys, and you can see the stats in here. I'm going to refresh it for you. So yeah, you can see this is basically same, and 2.4 ROAS basically for this store. It was around 38, 39, around 42, between 38 to 42% profit margin, guys. Because since I was selling this product in the European market and people have like much more money in here, so I could like basically 2x the price, like the price that the competitor was selling it in US. I just 2x that price I sell it in the European market, and that, as you can see here, worked much better for me. And I think if you can see here, I have this campaign selected, since if I remove this, I was optimizing some campaigns for value based, because I was optimizing for value based audiences, and since if I add them as well, this stats going to disappear. So I'm just going to show you, so you're not calling me scam or something. So we can see here price changed to $96,000, since I had a couple of campaigns that had a different different value optimization, and since you have that, the stats are not going to show. You have to select them separately in order to see the results. But as you saw, like I had around 2.4 ROAS for this store, and this was basically stats. Now I'm going to show you my other stores after that, and basically everything. Okay guys, so this is my second store that I scaled after my first winner. This was basically in a US market. As you can see here, I scaled it to $1.8 million. Well, we did advertising European market as well, and as I say it was me and my partner, which is one of my close friends to me, that we ran this store together. And the reason it was I didn't have that much of a money to support this store, since we were scaling too rapidly and I didn't have money, so I had to bring someone else in, and he was basically very helpful. He was in this business before me, so he had more money and cash flow, so he helped with the business and everything else. Basically it was much better, and the profit margin for this store will be around 38, 39, something around that percent. It was a good store, and we still scaling this store in other countries, so I cannot reveal the product as well to you guys, but I'm going to refresh the screen for you so you can see the stats are real, guys. Okay, so I'm going to refresh it one more time, and you can see here, since I said that I didn't have that much of money because the product is high ticket, and you can see here how much we were scaling the product. We have $50,000 a day, $30,000, 39, 42, 84, 64, and basically I was spending like around 20-30k a day on ad spend, and don't let me talk about like the product cost as well. And we can see here, these are the stats. I'm going to refresh it one more time, but as I mentioned before, we are still selling this product, so I cannot reveal that much of this store as well. But this is the guy's second store, and all of this like was possible with e-commerce. And I know maybe this look a little bit low, okay, whoa, that's too much number, but trust me, after you do like your first 6 figures, you will see the process and you will know how it goes, and you will make the contacts. After you start scaling, your agent will start to respect you more. By respect, I mean like you have more leverage against them, so you can use you can get better prices, you know more about Facebook ads. Basically one of the problems that I had with this brand was that Facebook feedback score, which nobody talked about. So we were just scaling, and didn't really care about the product quality that much, but it was good, but it could be better. So after a while Facebook shut us down because customer feedback score was low. So after that we learned our lesson in order to continue the business and make this long term. In order to exit this brand, we were meant to like take care of the packaging. We had lower margins, but it made it like returning customers as well. You can see returning customers is 7.4%. So if you had customers that return back to our website in order to purchase a product again, since it was a product that they could purchase a couple of times. And yeah, so basically guys, this is another store. Now I'm going to show you my other stores throughout this year. So guys, this is another store that I had. Basically you can see the date that I launched this store. Basically they are back to back together. This store was also in the European market, guys. I believe I ran this store in Finland. I believe it was that, so but I don't know. I'm going to refresh the screen for you so you just can have an overview of this store. And these store are all of them like together. This was another store that I ran, and I currently do that as well. Like this store did over 3 million NOK, which is around like $300,000, $320,000, something like that. And this store is currently still running as well. You can see the conversion rate. You can see this store was in and is in Norwegian market. And the next one you can see still here as well, that this store is another store that I'm currently running. And you can see here this store have done around 3.3 million kronos as well. So let the stats just update. So you can see here, I just refresh the screens. And basically total revenue, I believe is around 3 million I did in the last year, or 2.8 million. Yeah, something around, I did around 2.8 million revenue, guys. And if you're wondering what the profit margin is, profit margin of all of this after all the problems and like all the payment process and the tax and all the stuff will be around 30%, 30 to 35%, around 40% if I'm lucky. I don't know that yet, but hopefully guys, 40%, fingers crossed. But this is basically all of my stores to this date. You can follow it, like this is until today, guys, and same as this store. So yeah, these are my results, guys. Okay guys, that's it. I love this past year, but it has been hard. That's just how it is, guys. That's something I want you to guys to remember when you want to start this business. It hasn't been basically easy, but it's definitely worth it, guys. Dropshipping have changed my life, and in the past year I have documented everything in my YouTube, guys. You can see like in my days I was low and I was like little bit motivated, and in the day that I had great success, I was making tons of money, and day that I didn't make a lot of money, but in those days, ups and downs, I always stick to it, and thank God I did. It really changed my life, and yeah, I'm very grateful, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe, guys, and subscribe to the channel in order to get notified when I post a new video, basically. So see you guys next week.